Welcome back, everybody, to the Coach's Corner, man. It is the start of 2022. It's the first video of 2022, man. So to just go ahead and get it out of the way. If you like the content, man, please hit the like button. Look, man, it's scientifically proven to burn a little calories anyway, so why not, right? Look, for anybody who dislikes the content, please make sure that you hit that down like button 2 times and go ahead and burn you a little extra more. All right. So, with the introduction out of the way, man, let's go ahead and hop into this video. So with 2022 just kicking off, man, I kind of wanted to get a look. I wanted to give everybody a look at what 2022 actually has in store for the combat sports landscape. Now, we have a good idea for 3 titles, one that's already really confirmed, but we have a good idea for 3 titles that are going to be launching this year. Those 3 titles are Esports Boxing Club, WWE 2K22, and UFC 5. Now, we have an all but confirmed release date for the release of WWE 2K22, which we know is supposed to be coming out in March. They dropped just short of announcing an actual day. Now, when it comes to the other 2, we have no idea when those games are actually going to release. Now, when it comes to UFC 5, we can kind of look back at the release history to kind of get an idea of when they're going to drop that one. So looking back at UFC 4's previous release dates of 17 June, 15 March, 2 February, and 14 August really kind of being the outlier there, you can kind of get a sense that Q1, Q2 is usually when EA likes to drop their UFC games. But as we just mentioned, WWE 2K22 has already marked March of this year to be its designated release. Now, what does that do for ESBC? It actually puts them in a relatively good category. It puts them in a good spot because even though these 3 games fall into 3 different combat sports categories, they are still combat sports and they are still in some way competitors. Now, neither one of these is really going to want to release on top of the other. Definitely probably not a good look. So with March already being taken, I think when it comes to ESBC, we could look at either earlier or maybe middle of the year. Now, when it comes to UFC 5, the rumors so far are that UFC 5 is going to push its date until way later into the year, almost as if it was when you look at the what it was last year when it released in August. With that being said, though, that leaves open the entire middle of the year for ESBC. Now, all of these games have the same thing in common when the fact that they haven't posted any sort of pre-order information yet. Now, we wouldn't expect that out of ESBC or UFC 5 because we don't know when they come out. And WWE 2K22, albeit that they have selected a release month, they have not finalized a date yet. So when they do finalize a date, I would imagine that the pre-orders and all that type of stuff are all going to launch at the same time. Now, all of these games still have a responsibility of grasping their respective communities, which I also believe that UFC may have one of the highest hills to climb when it comes to that, because the UFC 4 community still is not happy with the product that they have been playing since its release. The only thing that I would have to say is that ESBC is sitting on a slippery slope itself. Boxing fans are super hungry right now. I am crazy hungry right now to play a new boxing game. We haven't had one in over 11 years, and we all know that the last game we got was Fight Night Champions. But because it has been such a long wait and that fans are so hungry, fans are going to be extremely critical of Esports Boxing Club when it comes out. It's almost like a sink or swim situation when it comes to that game. If it's not perfect in most cases, people are going to want to riot. They're going to go crazy. You're going to have your hardcore, you're going to have your casual fans, you're going to have those that literally say, I haven't had a boxing game in forever. I don't want to play Creed Champions, so I'm going to stick with the new kid on the block. Now, with that also being said, ESBC is the new kid on the block. Therefore, there are eyes that are on the game, but they do not have a baseline that they must stick to or they must outdo. They literally are creating their very own mold right now. So they are also in a pretty good position to really change things moving forward. The Esports Boxing Club comes with gameplay, mechanics, character creator, things like that that the other two games do not have. Esports Boxing Club could look to actually have an impact on the combat sports community as a whole. So look, that's all I got for you guys today, man. Look, I'm going to follow all three of these games, to be honest. But if you would like for me to follow all three of these games on this channel, originally I did want this channel to be a full-on combat sports channel, man. So if you would like for me to follow all three, I will gladly do videos on all three and cover them as, you know, they progress to, you know, ultimately their release with, of course, WE 2K22 coming out in just a couple of months. But you guys let me know down in the comment section, man. And look, it's 2022. It's good to be back. So like I tell you all, I told y'all all last year, thank you for coming back. Again, if you would like, man, please hit that like button. At the end of this video, man, there are going to be some extra videos that you could click on if you feel so inclined to check them out. And look, appreciate y'all for coming back. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.